Okay, hello. Let's go into following question. It is two-sum problem, pretty basic coding problem related with array. If you see the requirements, it is to return indices of two value inside array that sum of two equals to target. And it says, you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. This restriction makes things more easy because we don't need to think of multiple cases. Here is some example cases, which input array is 2, 7, 11, 15, and target is 22. First approach we can go through is brute force way to go around all of items inside the array twice. And this cannot add the same element twice, so we should start pointing first index and the first value and the second index and the second value, like this. And some of these two values are 9 and it is not 22. So go to next value, and 11 plus 2 is 13, not this. And 15 plus 2 is 17, not 22. Okay, so we have gone through all the arrays first time. So let's start next loop. Start with 7 here and add with the next value, which is 11. Answer is 18 and not 22. So go to next step. It is 15 plus 7. It is 22 now. So yeah, this has find an answer. Let's go through the brute force solution here. So following the solution, we need two for loops here to go through the values inside array twice and see if there are matched value which is equal to the target. So okay, A will be start with 0 and okay, this is the first one, and the second index will be the value after A, so oh yeah, this is A plus 1 and okay, and we need to find the cases which the nums A plus nums B equals to the target. Then we need to return the two indices, which is A and B from here, so okay, the answer will be like this. But because, like this case, there will be no return values outside the for loops. Actually, we don't need to think on the solution because in the problem it has commented that there are exactly one solution. But anyway, it will cause the error because there are no return value outside here. So let's make one here. -1 and -1 will be okay. Okay, the answer has been accepted. Solution is, the answer is correct. As you know, this solution has the O(n) squared time complexity depend on the big O notation because it has nested loop here, And most of the cases, you couldn't pass this test because of time limit. Of course, it'll not be accepted when you apply this as an answer when you face this question in some kind of coding interview. But, well, at least it is better than do nothing. So, okay, let's try submit here. Okay, anyway, answer is passed, but it is faster than 11%. And yeah, it means that it is pretty slow solution that you have made. So let's think of improvements here. Most common answer for this is to use hash table. Adding or reading hash table data by key will take O1 time complexity by using internal hash function. Let's add 2, 7, 11, and 15 to the array, and I'll change the target a bit to 18. So the approach is same. We need to find the two sum which equals to 18. Let's draw a hash table like this. It has key and value. As commented, reading through key in hash table will take O1 complexity. So it needs to think which key data are needed for answer. So if we put value of array as a key, then we could find required data exists in the array by reading the table. And because we need to find the index of value as an answer, we should put index as a value. To understand, let's assume that hash table has been filled. Key with value in array and value with index of array. Go into the array. First value is 2 and target is 18. So we need to find whether 16 is inside the table because 16 is 18 minus 2. If it has been found, it is an answer, and not, we should go to next value in array. Now here's how to go. Let's redraw the table. Look on the first value of array. Value is 2, and target 18 minus 2 is 16. Find 16 in table. There are not. Let's fill 2 and index 0 as first data of hash table. Go to next value in array 7. 18 minus 7 is 11 and not in table. Fill 7 and index 1 in hash table. Go to next value in array 11. 18 minus 11 is 7. And now you can find 7 in table. Answer will be two indices. So one is current index at array, and other are value of hash table with key 7. Now let's bump into the code. Remove the previous ones. First, let's create the hash table with hashmap structure. We're going to store the value with integer value and the integer index. So that'll be integer as a key and integer as a value. Make a for loop to go through the input array. And make div, which will be the value we need to find in table. Here, check whether table contains this div data. If yes, it means answer has been found. Else, put current value in array and index to hash table. For the result, we need to return value from table with key and current index in for loop. And put dummy return value out of for loop. Okay, test works and submit it. Now we can get way more faster solution now. This solution will require O n time complexity because it goes for loop only once. And with O n space complexity, because we are using space for hash table, and space will be increased by the input array. It's done for this. Thanks for watching it, and see you on next work.